from club men's 8 to the junior women's 8. The Prince Phillip Challenge Trophy now between Hinksey Sc over on the Berkshire Station and Kingston Grammar School on the Buckinghamshire Station.
It's wonderful to listen to these crews explode off the start, isn't it? You've got this quiet tension, apprehension before, and then they're off down into the race, and both crews going off really quickly, really aggressively.
It's great to see 8s from both of these programmes featuring here in the Prince Phillip Challenge Cup, because, Jim, this is one of the newer events we've got here at the regatta.
Yeah, it's only the 4th year, I think, of the event. So, yeah, I totally agree. And it looks like Hinks have got off for a good start. Again, there's a little bit of parallax error in the shot here, but they've probably got about a third, maybe half a length.
Yeah, I think probably about half a length, and growing with every stroke, that margin for Hinksey. Hinksey from Oxfordshire, and another part of Oxfordshire. You must remember, part of Henley's in Oxfordshire as well, isn't it? But
it's just on the border, isn't it?
Just on the border.
Yeah.
So they've done very, very well. And again, we must stress, all of these athletes will be under the age of 18 or 18 or under. And to deal with these conditions when you're racing, experience, pedigree, maturity is maybe not quite as great as those in the senior categories. It's really, really challenging. Isn't it just?
So they're just coming past this wonderful shot, just approaching halfway. And so they've got to the part of the course with slightly more shelters. The interesting bit is, we can see there's a gust coming through in about 4 or 5 strokes to the Hinksey crew. See how these sort of younger crews cope with it, because it is hard conditions for them. They're running against the stream. There's quite a strong gusty headwind. They look like they're navigating very well.
So here they come. Hinksey, they sort of drifted, like you say, into the middle of the river, but they're pushing back now towards their Berkshire Station. We're featuring this bow pair here from Hinksey Sc School. Freya Hull in the bow seats, 18 years of age. She's been to Henley Royal Regatta once before, but joined by a debutante at Henley, 16-year-old Ella Purcell in the 2 seat. And then coming forwards, Osley Campbell-Reid, Matilda McCartney, Martha Shepherd, Harriet Noyce, Josie White, Emily Myers and Lena Wood there that you can see with their back to us, who is taking control of this crew and talking them through those different landmarks down this course.
They've done something quite clever there. This is a slightly bobbly part of the course. The water's a little rougher than other parts of the course. And they've just taken 1 or 2 less strokes a minute. They've just lengthened the way they're rowing out. It just looks much smoother and more controlled. And they're kind of levering that boat through the slightly rougher water. They're just slowly moving away from Kingston Grammar School. But let's not forget them. There we are, great. They're not having Hinksey having the whole way. They're being really tenacious. They're trying to catch up, giving them a real fight. So let's look down the crew. So from the furthest one away, we've got Indy Catford, followed by Lottie Wellman, Cara Einovik, Sophie Kelly, Anne Thavenon, Amy Fraser, Isabel Pritchard, and all following Audrey Coursey in stroke scene. And of course, their biggest cheerleader, you've got Nina Chamaret, guiding them down the course, and she's got a really challenging job today because it's not easy out there for coxes.
Well, it sounds like we need to have her in the crew because she loves weightlifting, the cox. So she's got a big 1-rep deadlift max, 115 kilos for a 17-year-old girl in the cox's seat. That's amazing.
It's the perfect cheerleader, isn't it? The gym, they've got to kind of beat her.
Well, the Kingston Grammar School, like you say, not giving up. They are looking very well in unison as we look back towards the start line here in this great shot. But Hinksey, a really smart move, like you say, and we've got the Hinksey crew here on screen. Now, you said that it was a very smart move, Jim. I wonder, that they are coached by Bodo Schulenberg, who was the coach of the Junior Women's 8 back at the Junior World Championships last year, that won a sensational gold medal in Paris at those under-19 World Champs, and he's the coach of this Hinksey Sc School crew as well.
Just look at the way the bows of that boat are just carving their way through the water in this effortless way. They're not being checked at all, and it's challenging. It's really hard to do that with the gusts moving the boat around, moving all your bodies around too. But that boat is carving its way, and it's really, really efficient and just, yeah, amazing to watch.
What do you need to do to be able to do that, Jim? What is it that the crew are doing well, do you think, to cause that?
It's synchronising, isn't it? Kind of a lot of rowing coaches talk about power and length. They forget that third really important thing about being that rhythm and ratio and being in tune with the boat and making sure you're not checking it.
And they're very in tune with the boat as it comes through the stewards' enclosures, which are very busy, barely a patch of grass to stand on. And that doesn't encompass all the people that are in the bars, in the shops, by the bandstand. You know, this is just the people by the river, so it is heaving here out on the banks, and they're being treated to a beautiful performance in this Prince Philip Challenge Trophy by Hinksey Sc School. Kingston Grammar School fans will be pleased that their crew continue to drive all the way to the line, and we'll see them here. A great performance from them, and even to qualify in this Prince Philip Challenge Trophy, which with every single year gets more and more entries. Yeah, fantastic to see the red and white of Kingston Grammar School.